I do curse in this, so if you don't want to hear me curse, don't watch. Thank you for watching. Hi, my name is Alicia, and if this is your first time visiting my channel, welcome. Merry Christmas. So, it's clearly not a white Christmas. It's actually raining out here. It's December 25th. I decided to re-record a couple of my videos and do some over. So this is it. And this video is going to be the part 2 of my Phoenix video. So in the interest of time, let's just keep going. Oh boy. So let's just add you here. You know how sometimes when you're looking for one thing, it pulls up other things? So let's go here. Here we go. It's coming up. How's everyone's Christmas so far? And even if you land on this video during Halloween, that's fine. Let's get.
The angels say that an individual is harboring a dark.
Okay. So to continue on what I was saying yesterday, there was a line in here that said that I was sent to be my friend's catalyst for change, but they saw it as me being an enemy. That, like I said yesterday, was true. I never understood why people want to be so competitive with each other and beat each other up, because like I said yesterday, I'm not the jealous type of person. If your grass is greener than mine, I think that's amazing. I'm not trying to cut people, and I grew up with too many people and went to people with school who were like this. Now I ran into a bunch of decent people who were very supportive, not jealous. And after experiencing those friendships, I sort of made up my mind, hey, if they don't genuinely have my back and they are not in my corner. And so in school, I sort of made up my mind that if they are not supportive, if they are gossipy, if they are jealous acting, if they are backstabbers, I'm just gonna cut them out of my life. It's not worth it to have people like that, because there's a lot of people out here who aren't good people and shouldn't be in your life. And there are some people who definitely prove themselves. You know, they prove themselves to be genuine. They want the best for you. They have your back. They show up. Those are people I want in my life. So after running into some other people, I just sort of made up my mind, hey, listen, I just need to keep people like that out of my life. So if I run into a group of people and they're gossipy, spreading rumors, are happy to see me fail, they don't show up during the hard times, they're just not available, they're always coming up with excuses as to why they can't be there. And I get it, like, not everyone knows how to be supportive and know how to help you. And I was always like a low maintenance type of friend, like, hey, listen, I'm not asking you to pay my bills and spend every waking moment with me. I just want you to be there, be supportive. You feel see the rain? I can feel it, but can you see it? But anyways, I'm not asking you to spend every waking moment with me. I just want people to be there. And since that was so hard for some people, I just said, hey, let me just stop looking for what's not there. And so the strange part in some of these readings, like, I want to make this very clear. There's a part in the reading that says, let's see, I'm a soul sibling. I was a catalyst for change. I became a subject of ridicule and a target. I evolved into a true light worker and soul warrior. In a couple of these readings, you know, I've had people say you're a light worker, you're special, I just want to make this very clear. I'm not perfect. I'm not trying to say that I was a perfect friend in all the scenarios. There probably could have been things I could have done better, but the problem that I kept running into with some of my friend circles, whenever a problem came up, they talked to everybody else but me. I can't solve the problem, or we can't come to a resolution together, and you're talking shit behind my back and you're going to everybody else but me. To me, that's a problem. And at this point, we're in our 20s, 30s, and 40s. Grow the fuck up. If you can't come to me like an adult and talk about it, then to me, you're a fucking wimp. You know, come talk to me. I'm not scary. You know, I weigh only 108 pounds. I'm small. I'm a skinny shit. Come on. You know? And I kept running to people like that too. You know, they would have a beef or a problem, or, you know, and they went to everybody else but me. So I don't care what these readings talk about, that I'm a light worker, this. At the end of the day, I'm just a human wanting to have a connection and wanting to trust and be trustworthy and prove myself as a friend and grow as a person. I'm not asking to be called all these fancy things like light worker, soul warrior, you know, you were reborn 10 times. That stuff is great and all, but fuck the names for a second. I'm just a person. And so when people treat me mean and do show themselves and do horrible things, they're showing themselves to me. Hey, it's not my fault that they had bad stuff happen to them and they chose to take it out on me. Hey, I'm just trying to be a friend in the situation. Like, I don't know about that stuff. And so it says another part in here, we all have a greater purpose and larger destiny. Our present choices shape our future, so choosing to engage with our inner demons instead aligning with our inner angels can lead to negative consequences. Like I just said, there's people who took shit out on me, and I'm like, what did I do? I was just trying to be a good friend, and you be a cutthroat, and you're being jealous. And again, I can't control what other people do, but I can control what I do. And a lot of times, I just had to end up cutting them out of my life. And there's this one part that says some individuals could have stood by your side, supported you from a distance with good intentions, or even joined forces, but they opted for darkness, destruction, and resulted in cosmetic repercussions. On the other hand, you remained untouched. I slightly disagree with the part where I remained untouched, because they tried to inflict a bunch of damage. And yeah, I felt like with a lot of situations of life, I've had to learn how to deal with stuff on my own. Like, I'm done looking for people being there. I don't care that people don't care anymore. I'm not looking for support. Like, I've said this in several videos. I'm done looking for people to be there, and I'm tired of looking for shit that's not there. And so instead of looking for people to be supportive and stand up for me, I'm just gonna stand up for myself. And if I happen to get it, great. Like, if I happen to have people that are supportive, great. If I happen to have people that come in my life who is genuine and want the best for me and want to see me be successful, that's great. But I've honestly stopped looking for what's not there, and I think that by itself has propelled me to some of the successes that I've had. And some of the things that I've been able to accomplish and be able to come across. Sorry, somebody started talking. My bad. Anyways, I accomplished a lot of things and accomplished a lot of my goals, and I wasn't looking for any of them to support me. You know, I did it on my own because, hey, a lot of people left my life and started getting a little green, started acting a little distant. So I'm like, hey, instead of looking for shit that's not there, I'm just gonna do it myself. And so this other one that says you are a force of light, and this means you hate seeing others suffer. You're likely to try and help them, continuously planting seeds to ignite their higher selves. Yes, that's very true. I love to see people be successful, but at the same time, I've had friends who thought that they were entitled to me helping them out, and they thought that they were going to bully me or shame me into helping them. And no. If in some instances, in some of my school circles, if they were nicer, I might have helped them more, but they weren't nice. They were shitty. They were cutthroats. They were jealous. So I left them alone. Okay, here's the next one. Affirm your commitment to harmony, balance, and cooperation. You are a spiritual being having a human experience. Oh, come on. Cut me off. Okay, so you're going to slow on me. Let me stop this for a second because I think because it got wet, we're going to be a little slow. Okay. Anyways, it came back up. Cool. You are a spiritual being having a human experience. While many people neglect the spiritual side, that they neglect the spiritual aspect, solely focusing on material possessions. This doesn't bring happiness to their souls and often plunges them into chaos and darkness. Yeah, I mean, I know a lot of people who like people for what they got, not necessarily who they are as people. I have a lot of people who are like that. You know, I have friends who like people because of the material items they have. I have family members who like people because of the material items they have. I know people who try to get close to people because they know they're rich or have money or perceived wealth. You know, there's people who front appearances and try to make other people think they have money. And so there's people who try to get close to them. So yeah, that is very true. The person who witnessed all of this unfolding is now anxious because they did not intend to cause harm directly. They were in the eyes of the divine being a bystander to the evil in action, and it can be as detrimental as direct harm. I agree. You know, again, like I said, I think a couple minutes ago, I'm not looking for people to defend me anymore, but it would have been helpful if there were people who were actually truly good friends, if they called themselves my friends, because at this point they were not good friends. If they were really good friends to me, they would say, hey, you know, you need to stop your gossip, stop your bullshit. Because if it were me, if I'm sitting here listening to somebody gossip, I'll say, hey, that's my dude, that's my girl, stop talking that bullshit, stop gossiping. You need to find something else better to do with your life. And I would stood up for my people. I mean, if that's supposed to be your girl, your boy, your homie, you're not gonna sit here and let somebody talk. You're not gonna sit here and let somebody talk shit. Well, at least that was my definition of what I thought a friend was. Again, nobody really defended me, so I said, hey, fuck, I don't have friends, because I just feel like in this situation, they are joining in on the gossip, sitting there listening to it, so they just enjoy it just as much as the person who's gossiping, so whatever. Okay, so another line that this says, their inaction can be just as detrimental as direct harm. It supports abusers and the perpetrators of chaos. This person is safe, so there's no need to worry too much about them. However, they are suffering due to their failure to speak up for you. I don't think they're suffering. I mean, maybe I don't see it, but I do believe in karma. They observe significant evil in it on both spiritual and emotional planes, but they chose to remain silent. It could have warned you, potentially saving you months or even years of emotional turmoil and mental distress. They are all facing the same karma. Our words and silent actions and inactions shape our destiny. That's why it's crucial to be a virtuous person, to remain in the light, to speak words of love and kindness, and to continue path of devoted service, whether it's in the realms of art, music, science, poetry, sports, business, environment. Again, I stopped talking about what happened to me years ago because people don't want to hear that shit. People don't care about what happens to you. It's ultimately on you to get yourself where you need to be, and I've sort of taken that approach. But a lot of these readings that are coming up for me, I'm just going to like go through them and say, hey, this is what happened, but this is what I learned, and then move on. The part where it says it's crucial to be a virtuous person, yeah. That's why I always say you have to know who you are. And a couple videos back I said, who are you when nobody is watching? Continue your path of devoted service, whether it's in the, yeah, I volunteer all the time. I'm always out there. You must, wishing and dreaming alone are insufficient. You must take action. It's likely that you've already done so. Yep. I will continue to do things on my own, though. That's the only child thing. Continue to radiate positivity and shine your light where it's needed the most, knowing the sun will be inspired by you, while others remained in negativity and anger. Yeah, it's funny because I was talking to a person who commented on my YouTube channel. There's a lot of people who are a bunch of haters on YouTube, and you have to have very thick skin. I've had so many people talk shit to me over the years that I'm used to it. I shrug it off. Hey, like, here's somebody who wouldn't dare say this shit to me in real life. So that's how I look at it. Some people live to see you down, and some people want to bring you down. I get negative comments on YouTube all the time, but I just say, hey, thanks for watching. Have a great time. Have a great life. Take care. I'm not going to try to change your mind. You just have to stay positive and know that your tribe is out there, because on the other hand, I have a bunch of positive comments too. You must stay committed to aligning with your higher self and shining your unique light. Count your blessings, send love to the anxious person filled with regret. You have a magnificent destiny. You have a legacy to create. I don't think they, like I said in the last video, I don't think they regret what they did. I just think they did what they did. They made the decisions that they made. I keep on hearing from a couple readings, they wish they could have done this, that they wish they could have done that, but they didn't. They made the choices that they made. They chose to treat me how they wanted to treat me. I think I said this in a video or two or three videos back. People treat you based on how much they value you, not how much you like them. And so I started really seeing things from that perspective. They didn't care about me, and they didn't want the friendship, or I didn't want the friendship, because sometimes you're just not on the same page, right? And for whatever reason, we just didn't mesh, and that's okay. And so my chapter in their book is closed. So to keep seeing stuff like, oh, they're anxious because of how they treated you, and they regret it, and there's a couple readings that I'm going to talking about in a couple videos down, how they regret it and they want to be back in your life. No. If I cut them out of my life, I want them to stay out. If they cut me out of their life, I don't want to come back. We are not meant to be friends anymore. Don't come back in my life. So, yeah. And then the final thought that is said in here, mend the frayed threads. Hopefully their past and their actions lead them towards a path of redemption and growth. Remember that you are loved and protected by the universe. Cool. So, in conclusion, it's raining out here, and I'm starting to get a little wet. I like this reading. It really resonated. Again, I'm not the perfect person though, so I had to sometimes like take a step back when they talk about you're a light worker and you're the chosen one. Hey, there's still stuff that I work on every single day. I'm not perfect. I just find it interesting that sometimes things come up like, these people regret what they did to you. No, they don't. There's just some things I do disagree with, but I do listen to the readings, but some things I disagree with, some things I really resonate with. So it's kind of like that thing where you take what works, but then you leave the rest. But anyways, let me get back in the house before the family member comes out and look for me, or some family members come out and look for me again, because right now at the time of this, it's Christmas, it's kind of rainy out here. I got this for Christmas. We're currently watching Home Alone 3. It's kind of wet and I'm cold, so I'm gonna go ahead and get going. Thank you for watching, and I will talk to you later. Bye. My glasses got wet.